Hey there everybody, Mazrock here, and today we are doing the Protection Paladin for 10.0.7. As you may know, Protection Paladin's tree got a rework because Rhett needed a major total meltdown and reconstruction, or something like that apparently. So we do have some things to get into and talk about before we do though. Please do like, comment, subscribe. It goes such a long way to helping out the channel. If you're looking for a written guide with what talents are really good flex points, the tankclub.com Protection Paladin, there is a link down below. I have that all written out in detail. And of course, I can't do this video without my patrons. Thank you so much, my patrons, for all the love and support. And of course, there is a Twitch link down below if you want to watch me stream, and a Discord link if you have any questions, want to come hang out with a wonderful community full of great people. Come on by, check that out. All right, so Protection Paladin, we're going to get right into the talents first. And this is the new talent tree. There are a couple of flex points in here as well, and as you can see, Divine Toll is now on the class side, so that is something you're going to be picking up there, along with most of the time Divine Resonance, but we'll get into why Divine Resonance in a bit. We cannot talk about the class tree without talking about the Of Dusk and Dawn rework. So now, whenever you cast 3 Holy Power generating abilities, Blessed Hammer, Hammer of Wrath, it's mostly going to be Blessed Hammer. Could be, Hammer of the Righteous, if that's what you so choose. or Judgment, you gain the Blessing of Dawn. Your next Holy Power spending ability deals more damage depending on the talents that you take. Very easy to maintain. You no longer have to get to 5 Holy Power to be able to gain this effect. Some people loved the old minigame. Some people hated it. But that's the way this is now. Below that, we now have Seal of Order and Fading Light. Choice is yours on whichever one you want to use, but we will talk about it. This is an increase to Blessing of Dawn. Both of them are the same, where it increases your next Holy Power spending ability by an additional 10%, but it also comes with 2 different things. Now, Blessing of Dusk will also grant you Holy Power. Your Holy Power generating abilities are going to cool down 10% faster. So this is Hammer of Wrath, Judgment, aka we go on. This is going to speed up your rotation and allow you to generate more Holy Power more quickly, which is very nice. But then there is also Fading Light. Blessing of Dusk causes your Holy Power generating abilities to also grant you an Absorb Shield for 20% of the damage or healing dealt. This is actually pretty good. This has about 20 to 25% of my total healing in a dungeon run is this, and it's not for a small amount. It competes hard with the healing for Bulwark of Order. Now, it is up to you whether you want to play more offensively with Seal of Order, or if you want to play more defensively with Fading Light. Both are insanely good picks, but it is purely up to the playstyle that you wish to have. Also, of course, we go down here and grab Zealots. Fading Light, in my opinion, without Zealots Paragon, is a lot weaker. You need the extension of your wings to have more uptime on Hammer of Wrath to be able to cast that more, to get a lot more benefit of that shield. If you're not running Zealots and you're deciding on something else, I'd go with Seal of Order, but Fading Light and Zealots Paragon is a really, really good combination. Of course, we have to talk about Sanctified Plates. Armor is increased by 10%, stamina is increased by 10%, and damage taken from area of effect attacks are reduced by 10%. This is a huge 2 points, which is absolutely nice. Another one here is Crusader's Reprieve. This increases the range of your Crusader Strike, which gets replaced by a Blessed Hammer pretty much anyway, right? Rebuke and your auto attacks by 3 yards. This is noticeable, by the way, because not having to kind of be right up in melee to kick, being able to still kind of do your backpedal shuffle while you're, avoiding the Mortal Hues and Halls of Valor and things like that is really noticeable, that you can get the kicks and still get auto attacks off. And as well, Blessed Hammer heals you for 2% of your maximum health. This is really nice, really passive, and while it's not a considerable amount of heal, it is actually decently noticeable, and I really, really like this. And of course, we have Punishment. This is available to all paladins. Successfully interrupting an enemy with Rebuke casts an extra Crusader Strike. this does generate a holy power and is a very, very nice. So if you are in the bad habit of not kicking stuff, this is going to put you into the habit of kicking things. Really, really good. Another nice thing with this tree is protection paladins, other paladins included, have easy access to a baseline increase of 4% crit, haste, and mastery, as well as strength with Holy Aegis, Seal of Might, and Seal of Alacrity. Now, I have opted for Seal of Alacrity here to get my haste increased by 4% and judgment reduced by 1 second. You can opt out of these 2 points if you feel you have enough haste, and maybe your skill play, your gameplay isn't as good as you want to be, and go for Divine Purpose, which makes you forces you into Faith's Armor to go down to Zealot's Paragon here because of points. You could also go with Incandescence if you want a little bit of extra damage. Totally up to you for pathing, but this is the tree, and this is kind of how I went, and it feels really, really good. I like this all around. There's some good choices to be had there. Now let's go over to the spec tree. We now have an easy to grab Sanctuary. So while in your Consecrate, your damage is reduced by an additional 5%. This is huge. This is noticeable. This is very, very good for Paladins all around. I've definitely felt much tankier in the keys that I've run with this, and now it is, because of the rework, this is a lot easier to grab. We, of course, have Inmost Light. So Eye of Tyr now deals 300% increased damage. Huge, and it has a 25% reduced cooldown. So with this talent, it is a 45-second cooldown to apply a 25% damage done debuff to the mobs. Mobs affected, and it deals good damage now. This feels really, really good to press. Of course, we have Righteous Protector, Resolute Defender, and Sanctified Wrath now all on the right side of the tree. A couple other nice things to notice as well is Crusader's Judgment, which used to be right next to Guardian of Ancient Kings, is right below this the talent here. I opt for Strength in Adversity. Increases your parry chance by 2% per target hit of Avenger's Shield up to 10%. So 5 targets hit, 10% parry. This does help with your Grand Crusader procs, which means more Avenger shields. All around, this is really, really nice. A good flex point here is Relentless Inquisitor. You can put this in whatever you want. I'm just digging the buttloads of haste that I am getting from all of these things combined, and I'm having a really, really good time with it, especially because of the new Onyx Amulet that I've been testing. I have it at 424, but I lost a big chunk of haste, and I needed ways to make that up. So Relentless Inquisitors does help with that a lot, but there's, of course, different talents that you can get if you want to go with Inspiring Vanguard, Larger Consecration, if you want to start going down Light of the Titans to grab the stuff here. There's, honestly, this is wonderful. I love it. Build code down below. Now, I have been testing the Onyx Amulet, and while I'm not ready to make full recommendations yet, because I am going to be testing it throughout the weekend, yesterday they just got buffed like crazy non-stop. They're able to critical strike, and I don't think they're done with it, so I'm not quite ready to say these are the ones that you want. But I will say I'm very impressed with Storm Infused Stone for damage right now. Really impressed. But also Searing Smoky Stone. So, successful interrupts exhale smoke, dealing fire damage to enemies within an 8-yard cone in front of you. Now, you have a Rebuke, which is kind of your main kick, your main interrupt. This also works with Avenger's Shield. So, if you're the type of person that goes into a pug group or something like that, where you are just interrupting everything and you are trying to get as many as you can, bouncing your Avenger shields onto the right targets and all of that stuff, you are going to get huge value out of this. This dealt almost 4 million damage before it was buffed. So this is going to be a nice damage increase for you just being a paladin. I think this is probably one of the... this stone is best used on paladins versus anyone else, just because due to the sheer amount of interrupts that we have and how resettable our Avenger's Shield is, which really makes for a nice flow of gameplay. But that is completely up to you. It has almost no bearing on any boss except for maybe Wise Marie in Temple of the Jade Serpent. So really, you know, up to you if you want to swap this one out on Tyrannicals, have it in for Fort, whatever have you not. But don't delete that stone just yet. You might be surprised. But yeah, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not making full recommendations yet. But Paladin does make good use out of this one. Of course, for consumables, haste is king, so Howling Rune. For your weapons, I have been running tepid versatility because I'm trying to run as much mastery as possible. Also, it's dirt cheap. They're like 10 gold on my server right now. So it's an easy verse buff, but you can also go for Eye in the Storm and, you know, get your strength buffs from enemies hitting you. Those are two very, very good options. For Paladin, of course, haste mastery are still your stats that you want to be working for. I'm not going to be doing the whole beginners thing here, but just kind of giving you the quick 10.0.7. kind of, you know, updates and reworks. Like I said, I do have these other stones and I am trying them out. Some of them I'm really disappointed in. Some of them I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Like the Flame Lick stone, I'm a little disappointed in right now, but we will see what happens. I am no-lifing this. I am full degenning the Onyx Amulet as speaking right now. I have 6 tanks and one of them doesn't have everything. 2 of them don't have everything at 424. Like 1 stone each on each tank. Aside from that, I have full sets, and I've been testing defensive options, offensive options, whatever you're not. But that's not what this video is about. I have been talking long enough. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you guys are having as much fun with Protection Paladin as I have been this patch so far. They are just crazy solid and a lot of fun. If you're looking for the build code, you can also find that in the Tank Club document down below. There's a build code in there as well for the different talent builds and setups and things like that. So thank you very much for everybody for listening. Thank you again to my patrons for making videos like this happen. I'm sorry I've been slow on the early access. If you've been watching my streams, I've been no-life degenning that Onyx Amulet. We will get back to more early access content. I have a ton of stuff that I am going to be doing. I have a ton of guides to be writing for the Tank Club, and you will all be getting early access for that very, very soon. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Happy tanking, and enjoy your day. Bye.